Ladies and gentlemen, this is a bad game, man. I'm not having a good time watching this game at all. I mean, we're staying up late as Knicks fans to try to keep up and support the Knicks. But this is just one of those games where they just didn't show up tonight, man. I get it, they're on the road, they're playing against a Portland team that's supposed to be better than us. On paper, I don't see that. I don't see that they're so much better than us. But I guess we'll talk about it as soon as the second half ends. According to Yahoo, we still got little bit less than 3 minutes, about 3.5 minutes left. On my game clock, I got 250 right now. Yeah, man. So before we start, let's pay some bills here. DiehardKnicks podcast is sponsored by Manscaped. So go to manscaped.com to get 20% off and free shipping. Use promo code diehard20. Once again, go to manscaped.com and use promo code diehard20 to get 20% off and free shipping. Yeah, man. Right now, I feel like cutting my balls straight off, man. But this razor is so good, it won't let me do it. TMI pause, whatever you want to say there. But I mean, this is one of those games, man. It's a bad game to watch. And I wish I didn't love the Knicks so much, man. That I'm gonna sit and watch it, man. Because right now, what are we down? Was that damn near 15, 16 points or so? That's like 15 points, right? I'm not good at math. 15 points well, 16 points we're down. That's still not so far away that we can't catch up because the manner in which that they're just shooting a lot of threes, just walking up the court and just launching them joints, man. So I mean, if in the second half, if we can stop them from just walking up the court and launching 3-point shots, then maybe we got a chance to win, man. But they took the life out of me so far, man. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to manage for that second half. Yeah. Did somebody call a timeout? Yep, Knicks are on a full timeout. Still got 2 minutes and 48 seconds left. So in the meantime, I'm gonna drop this scoreboard, and I'll catch you guys when the rest of the guys pop in. All right. Once again, it's your boy E Rule, host of the DiehardKnicks podcast. Man, we got DiehardKnicks at the half. I chimed in a little bit earlier, man, because the Knicks had just got hit with a timeout, so it was a little delay in the thing. So I came in a little earlier. And I was talking about just the field goal percentage, man, 68% in that first quarter. Right now on my clock, I still got about 30 seconds left, man. So the Knicks, like I was saying earlier, this is a late game, man. So this is very hard for a lot of those Knicks fans to even stay up this late because we're on the East Coast. So for these guys to show up, so out of it just seems like they're so tired. We can't blame it on the fact that we're not playing the guys minutes because right now the Knicks are playing. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys, man. We're playing 10 guys, so guys can't say that they're tired. Obviously, we have a lot of guys, and then we need to get in on the offense. But you got guys like Rivers. I want to say Noel to an extent, Knox. These guys are coming out with no energy. Peyton, he's like, I make the joke that he's legally blind. He really is legally blind, man. He comes down the court and he doesn't see guys open in the lane. He makes extra pat. Like there was one play where Noel was standing in the lane almost for 3 seconds. I feel like they don't even call 3 seconds anymore. He was basically 3 seconds, but then he shovels a pass into Knox, and Knox wasn't ready for it because he was ready to really like to go for the rebound or whatever. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that's out of sync with this game, and it's just driving me crazy as a Knicks fan, man. I really don't want to talk about anything that Portland is doing, but let's just do this, man. We got the shot chart. I love looking at the shot chart when it comes to Knicks games. Let me make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see the shot chart. Look at all these 3-pointers in the same area here. They're just coming up the court and just launching threes. They're just swinging the ball or whatever and just letting them go, and they're making them. And hats off to them that they're doing that. But the Knicks are, we're supposed to be one of the better defensive teams in the NBA. We are the best defensive team in the NBA. We dictate pace. We make guys take shots that we want them to take. Right now, guys are just coming down. It's like the opposite. Whenever we're not on point on defense, we have no shot to beat anybody in the NBA because we just cannot score. I've been watching a bunch of different streams because there's been something going on with the internet or whatever. But I was watching the Portland stream. And Portland was the Portland announcers, they were just saying that the Knicks can't score. They're a defensive team. They gave the Knicks props for being a defensive team, but we can't score. So a game like this, we don't have a shot to really come back. I mean, anything is possible. We would have to Portland would have to come back, way back down to earth in order for us to even be in this game. They would have to come out and just shoot normally. Right now these guys are shooting at such a high percentage. Like I said, 68% for as a team, and you don't even need to see the percentages to see the red dots compared to the X's that are out there on on the 3-point line. They got to be shooting over 50%, way over 50% at three. They're not really shooting a lot of shots inside. The Knicks on the other hand, we're getting all the shots that we want. But because this is the pace that we want to score about 100, maybe a little bit under 100, keep the pace that low. But like I said, all these 3-pointers that these guys are launching, man, it's just driving me crazy, man. It's just hard to watch. I'm gonna talk about Obi Toppin quickly. Tom Thibodeau and a lot of people are getting pissed at him about the way that he's handling the rotations and stuff like that. Obi and quickly didn't see the game until the second half, the beginning of the second quarter. To me, with the way that things were going, I know you want to give guys a shot. Rivers needs to get out there. He hasn't played. And some other guys too. I know he wants to keep guys, their minutes high. He's trusting Peyton and these guys to make it work. But sometimes if guys don't have it, like I feel like Elfrid Payton didn't have it tonight. So with Elfrid Payton, struggling so much, we got quickly, man. Why are we afraid to put quickly out there? It's not like that Peyton is stopping this guy Lillard. Lillard scored 18 points in that the first half. I think he had at one point he must have scored like 10, 12 straight points almost with Portland. So what's the sense of saving quickly out there? Let quickly come out there and see if he can give Dillard a different look because he never seen the guy. I guess you want to give respect to the vets. You don't want to have you don't want to put quickly in a bad spot and ruin his confidence. But at the same time, what are you doing to Elfrid Payton? You need to put quickly out there just to see what's going on. Quickly, in a little bit of time that he had 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. I mean, come on, man. He should have been put in way earlier. Another player I want to talk about is Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers, I was giving him a lot of props, especially with the mouth. He talks too much. He talked a lot of stuff, but his skill set. If you watch his highlight reel, he has everything. He has the dribble. He has the jump shot. He has everything. He has the athleticism. He can get to the basket when he wants to. He can get hot and score when he wants to. He did it one or two games this year so far. The rest of the games he's been extremely passive to the point where he'll get into the paint, sit there, and you're looking like, why don't you score? There was one play where he drove the lane, and he caused an offensive foul because he should have just shot it. The player was sitting there waiting for him to take the charge or whatever. He just stood there, and instead of just going straight up because he had the lane to just finish the basket, he chucked it across his body and across the defender over into the left corner. Of course, they're gonna call that thing. That's really has to do with just being afraid to shoot. That's the case for all of our guys, man. I could put you say Alec Burke a little bit. I know Alec Burke hasn't played in a while. You got to get his feet underneath him. I'm glad that he started. But he only has 6 points. I'm hoping that maybe in the second half he can get a little bit of get a like bug in him and maybe score a little bit because we definitely need him to score. The elephant in the room now is where's RJ Barrett? RJ Barrett had a string of games where he scored 20 points a game. This game right now, he has 2 points in the first half. Now, was he hurt? What's going on? These guys are like I said, they're on the road. They're in Portland right now. You don't expect these Knicks to win as many games as they have won already. They're 8-9. For them to be at this record right now, we should be thankful. But at the same time, we can't have such inconsistent play in the way that these guys are playing, man. RJ Barrett with 2 points at the half is unacceptable. Like I said, we 20-point lead against these Trailblazers. I'm not giving them any credit, man. They don't really have a lot of good players outside of Lillard. Me personally, I thought Cantor was going to destroy inside because we usually let the big men devour us, But Cantor's been kind of like mediocre. Covington hasn't scored. Some of these other guys like Hood. I thought Hood might have scored a little bit because there's really nobody out there to stop him. If you look down the line, Simmons and Jones Jr., these guys are just having like career nights basically. They were saying that Jones Jr. already got a season high. I think that was like in the first quarter. In the first quarter, he had those 10 points, man. So he already got his season high. Simmons is season opportunity right now, and he's just he's just one of those guys like I was saying in the shot chart. He's the one shooting half of these threes here that are just walking up threes. What's another guy? Gary Trent. I think he had 3-3-pointers. Same thing. He's just walking up the court and just chucking them. It's just crazy. So like I said, we have a chance to get back into this game, but we just don't have the offense to catch up to these Trailblazers because Damian Lillard is giving us the business, 80 points, and we're just letting these guys shoot these threes any which way they want. So if we could stop them from doing that, if we could just stop them from shooting these threes like this, pick them up. You're gonna have to pick them up at the half court line just to stop them from just walking up in rhythm. And if you could do that, and if some of our guys like RJ Barrett can get hot, if Alec Burke can get hot a little bit, Randall could just do what he does. Quickly, he's already doing his thing. We just need some movement, man. We need some movement out there on this offense, and then hopefully, if we do that, we can probably get a chance to catch up and win this game, man. These games, when they happen, man, they hurt the most, man. I tell you, because you look back at it, like when it comes down to like playoff position, maybe there we even talk about playoffs, but when it comes down to the playoff positions and stuff like that, these are games that are going to keep us either out the playoffs or out of a certain position. It just sucks, man. Got one comment here. What's going on here? We got Joshua Ruiz. Alfred should start, but split minutes with. Yeah, he should be splitting equally, 50-50. There's nothing that Peyton is doing right now that is so ill that that he needs to be out there playing 30 minutes a game where quickly doesn't come in until the beginning of the second quarter. So it's crazy, man. What are you holding him back for? At this point, like I said, I don't have nothing wrong with anything that Tom Thibodeau's doing, but we're becoming a healthy team right now. So with the health of this team here, we're gonna have to start making decisions. He was saying like in the beginning that guys are gonna have to make sacrifices and stuff like that. Some guys are gonna have to make these sacrifices. Tonight is Bullock. I think Bullock has a phantom injury right now, mostly because we're just healthy right now. This guy, Frank Ntilikina, he's available too, but he hasn't played either. He's making a sacrifice. Some of these other guys are gonna have to make some sacrifices too, man. It's almost enough is enough. Obi Toppin, they're playing him. The top of in the corner. They're not really giving him a lot of opportunities going towards the basket. So I would like to see Tom Thibodeau kind of implement him into the offense as well. But like I said, they're really just like babying our rookies right now. Let them play, man. These guys were drafted. They have experience. Let them do what they do and see what happens, man. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony, this is like the 7th anniversary. He wore the number 7 for us. So it's kind of cool. He had the 62-point game. Me personally, I'm not so excited about that 62-point game, man, because it was cool that he did it. He probably could have got way more. He probably could have got like close to like 75 in that game because they took him out. I want to say like basically almost in the third quarter they took him out because he was going crazy, man. So if they kept him in, maybe he would have got 75. So that would have been even cooler. But I really don't care about that 62 point performance because the Knicks in that era, we didn't really win nothing. We had a couple years that were pretty good, and we had more than a couple bad years, during that Melo run. So it is what it is, man. But I like Melo. Melo. We got a lot of similarities. We were both half black and Puerto Rican. His father's Puerto Rican. My dad is Puerto Rican. So he grew up in Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn. The whole project life and stuff like that. Everything is good, man. So I got a lot of similarities with him. But what I do like about Melo is the Melo shenanigans, man. Like somebody's driving, it's those karate chops. Whoa! The karate chops inside that he gets like these steals and these blocks and stuff. It's kind of funny, man. So he got a couple of those steals and blocks. As far as other defenders, we got what's his other guy's name? Covington. Covington is impressive with his defense too, man. He got a couple decent blocks against Mitchell Robinson and Noel, man. So it's cool to see the smaller guys playing defense like that. But Covington, he's on his nut with 0. I'm just looking at this roster, man. If Jones and Simmons didn't have these breakout games, let's say you take off 5 points from Jones and take off 5 points from Simmons, you got a 10-point lead. 10-point lead leading into the second half. That's a winnable game, man. But to come back from 20, it's a little bit hard, man. A little bit hard to do against this Portland team. Yeah, man. So this has been Ebru, man. I'm here by myself today. Sim is getting ready for that for his post-game show. So it's hard, man. Guys are taking naps and stuff like that. I was up trying to keep myself busy just to be up for this halftime show. It's kind of hard, man. So get out there and support the Knicks podcast creators, man, the content creators. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to certain different people that I'm on that I associate myself with. We're all working hard, man. We have like day jobs and stuff like that. So when you see us out here, it's a big production, man. It's a lot of things have to happen in order for these little things to happen, man. So I'm gonna let you guys get ready for the second half. I'm gonna do that myself too, man. Maybe I'm gonna get myself a drink, man, because the Knicks are putting us through it, man. Yeah, man. So anyway, before we go, my keys to this win. Like I said, the Knicks, we just got to stop that damn 3-point line, man. We gotta stop guys from just walking up and just pulling up for threes, man. We gotta tighten up the defense, stay with our man, and hopefully that'll be it, man. Because the only person that I'm really scared of is Damian Lillard. Other than that, they don't really have anybody else that I'm afraid of, man. So it's annoying seeing these bums, do what they do here, man. And I want to see RJ Barrett go off, and I want to see Burke do something too, man. Hopefully some of these other guys can do something too. I'm really, really disappointed in Rivers, man. Yeah, man. But anyway, Eru out. 4 fingers to the forehead, tucking that thumb salute. I see you guys in the next one, man. So peace. Enjoy the game.